Now on ITV, it's the news.
Good afternoon, this is ITV News Central. Labour leader Ed Miliband has told his party's West Midlands conference that as Prime Minister he would make the recovery work for everyday people. Mr Miliband was the opening speaker at the one-day conference, which was held at Warwick University. He told delegates that if Labour win the next election, he would outlaw zero-hour contracts and scrap the so-called bedroom tax, along with a shopping list of other reforms for the region.
Tackling low pay with an £8 minimum wage, dealing with the issue of zero-hours contracts, a proper industrial policy, so we have apprenticeships for our young people. It all adds up to a country that works for everyday people and a recovery that works for everyday people too. You've got a government that says everything's fixed, everything's fine, this recovery is working for most people. I don't believe it. I don't think people in the Midlands believe it. We've got to make this recovery work for everyday people, and that's what a Labour government will do.
Dozens of people in Rugby turned out in protest against plans to build more than 60 new homes on a recreational site and park. Locals say it's the only place for their children to play, and losing it would mean losing the only bit of green space close to them. There are also concerns about the impact on local schools and traffic. Tying ribbons around trees that could be cut down if plans to build homes here on Oakfield Recreation Ground get the go-ahead. Owned by the Heart of England Cooperative Society, the area is in constant use by those living nearby, a place to walk their dogs or for children to play football. And those here today are concerned that it could soon be gone forever.
Once this is gone, it's never going to be replaced. It's the only piece of green land that we've got around here, and we need as much support as we can get. This is why this turnout this morning is very impressive. We need to show the co-op that we mean business, because without these people here, this building would just go ahead.
The current plan is to build over 60 homes here. Aside from the change in the local landscape, the concern is that a big jump in the number of new homes here would have a big impact on local schools and increase the amount of traffic on already congested roads. In a statement, the Heart of England Cooperative Society said, "We are acutely aware of the strength of feeling amongst local residents with regard to the Oakfield Recreation Ground. As a community retailer, we are passionate about serving the needs of our local community, as has been consistently demonstrated by our ongoing investment programme within the town. Discussions are continuing, and we can confirm that as yet no planning application has been submitted." Before any application does get submitted, residents are standing firm. They want this part of Rugby to stay green. Nearly 400 weapons have been handed into Warwickshire and West Mercia Police during their latest firearms surrender. It gives people the chance to hand in weapons without fear of prosecution. The name won't be taken, but the weapon will be examined if it's thought to have been used in a crime. The amnesty period will finish tomorrow. There are calls from fire officers for safety messages to be displayed on electronic cigarettes after a growing number of accidents involving the devices. Keely Cooper from Shard End in Birmingham lost everything when a fire broke out in her flat. It happened as her boys were asleep in bed. She said she heard a bang and saw a flash as the e-cigarette was being charged. She is still in temporary accommodation 6 months on. Figures show that e-cigarettes were involved in more than 100 incidents in less than 2 years. Ceramic poppies designed by Derbyshire artist Paul Cummins have been presented to world leaders at the G20 summit in Australia. 6 of the poppies, which had been part of the display in the moat at the Tower of London, have been given to the summit's host, Australia's Prime Minister Tony Abbott, as well as leaders including President Jacob Zuma from South Africa. Around 5 million people came to see the artwork in London, which marked the centenary of the outbreak of the First World War. And the final part of Birmingham's Christmas market opened this afternoon. The Big Wheel and Ice Rink are now up and running, and the craft market section is open, where local traders can sell their goods alongside our German visitors. 5 million visitors are expected over the next 6 weeks. And now it's time for a look at the weather forecast. Here's James Wright.
Wishing you a warm winter. Gas Central Heating from Northern Gas Heating. Sponsors the ITV local weather.
Again, good afternoon. We've had some bright spells, but there has been a lot of cloud around. It looks as though there'll be more cloud through Sunday, even some rain at times as we head into the outlook period. A lot of cloud around overnight. What will happen next is that Sunday will be mainly dry. Then the rain pushes through Sunday into Monday. Bit of a break on Tuesday. Then a band of rain moves through on Wednesday. By the time it gets to us, it probably won't amount to that much though. As far as tonight goes, a lot more cloud reforming. Some clumps of mist and fog. There was a warning out for parts of the region for last night. I think we could see a couple of issues tonight, so do take care on the roads. Temperatures down to 6 to 8 Celsius, so not a cold night but a cool one. Tomorrow morning that mist and fog lifting into low cloud, a generally dreary start to the day, but as we get into the afternoon expect to see a few holes punched in there, but by the end of the afternoon expect thicker cloud to move in from the north and east. Temperature wise we're looking at 10 Celsius, so not bad all things considered, and then looks as though it'll be a bit of a wet start to the week. Tuesday a brighter day before more rain on Wednesday, but hopefully it will brighten up later. Have yourself a good evening.
Gas Central Heating from Northern Gas Heating. Sponsors the ITV local weather.
That's it from us. We're back tomorrow, and check our website for all the latest, itv.com/central. Bye for now.